Cheapest pint in the UK, £1.75. Here at Tommy Cutler's. It's kicking off in Blackpool. We've got a couple of police vans. Wow. Hey, I'll tell you what, they're travelling. I wonder where they're going. Oh my goodness. How did that end up here? But did we have a storm while I was away? I think we did, didn't we? My goodness, look at that. Isn't it amazing what washes up in Blackpool? Welcome to another video, a walk on the wild side, and I am back in Blackpool. Yes, I've had my little trip. I took a little trip over to France, but I'm back now. And I'm on the promenade. It's a Wednesday evening when I'm filming this. It's about 7 o'clock. I think last time I looked. Tell you what, there's a lot of people around. It's half term, isn't it? So there's quite a lot of people around in Blackpool. So I thought we'd take a little bit of a nosy around now that I'm back home, and we'll see what's going on. So here's a little look towards the tower. We're starting here just outside the waxworks. In fact, I'm just outside the Happy Days amusements. Yeah, it's pretty lively, I have to say. Let's have a little pan round. Just over here, I'll tell you what, that scooter's fast over there, isn't it? Look at that, look at him go on that scooter there. I'll tell you what, I've just taken a look over there and I can see North Wales, and it is so clear. I'm going to have to take a look at that. There's a Landau there, look. Don't talk to me about Landaus, especially the pink carriages. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to just take a little bit of a diversion, if you want to call it. I want to go this way, down Foxhall Road. And then we'll head back onto the promenade and we'll come back. I'll come back on myself. But I'll tell you what, there's quite a few people around. There's this sea, fish and chips. I did a review of that place a while back if you want to check it out. And just next to that is Lily's, another very popular fish and chip restaurant here in Blackpool. I've been in there as well. I went in there with the Mac Master. I could do with going in there on my own really, couldn't I? There's another one there, look, seaweed. We're not short on fish and chip. That's a cafe as well, so you can sit down in there as well. Retro slots.
Hi Stephen.
How are you doing? You alright?
You alright, mate?
It is pretty lively down here, and we've got the Foxhall market as well is open. A lot of the times when I go past, I don't see it open, but it's open today. We're just coming up to the Ardwick, which used to have Britain's cheapest pint at £1.80, but no longer. No, that's been beaten, folks. Wait till you see. Look at that there, look. £1.80, the big three. It is cheap, but it's not the cheapest in Blackpool. Yeah, so the Ardwick, which is a really nice pub by the way, I've been in there. They've been beaten. Yeah, they've been beaten by 5p for the cheapest pint. Not just in Blackpool, but in the country. So let's go and see who's doing that then, shall we? Oh, I recognise that car there. So let's head up here a little bit, shall we? We'll head up to the end and we'll find out who's doing the pints at £1.75. That's not the lifeboat, although the lifeboat is absolutely banging, by the way. So there's lots of people on the karaoke in there and that. Yeah, it's always lively in the lifeboat. I just want to give you a little look the other way. Cracking view of the tower down here, no entry, it's a one-way street. So we've got this place here, Zane Pizza Kebab Fish and Chips. I've got a funny feeling, I might be wrong. Now I might be wrong, you can let me know. Are the fish and chips any good at this place? because they do seem to specialise in burgers and pizzas, don't they? So you tell me. But anyway, we'll just head back past the lifeboat. They're playing music in there, they don't want it to pick up, so. Let's have a little look over here. What have we got over here? Well, we've got Mark Ellis Central, which is open. Yeah, even though they've got the new one just around the corner. We've got they've taken over the Foxhall, haven't they? But Mark Ellis Central is open for business. There you go. But anyway, we've got a place just over here. It's called Tommy Cutler's Bar, Blackpool. And look at this here. Why pay more? Blackpool's cheapest pint. And it says there, cheapest pint in the country. Cheapest pint in the UK, £1.75. Here at Tommy Cutler's on Foxhall Road. And they're playing music in there, so they're playing Hanson, aren't they? It's just next door to the new Philly Connolly Sports Bar there. So that's the place there. They've got the new Philly there. And this is it here, look, Tommy Cutler's. There you go. Cheapest pint in the UK. £1.75. So there you go. So let's carry on down to here. We're going to come down to, this is Princess Street. We've got another chippy on the corner, Seafresh. That's probably really good, them as well. I think I've been in their other restaurant, not that one. I've been in their other one, but let's just take a little nosy up here, because this is where they're building those new houses. See how they're getting on with them. This is Princess Street. As you can see, the trams used to come down here, because they used to come down here to go in and out of the garage. They've still got the tram tracks, or part of them anyway. I think they seem to have come to an end here. So you see they've closed all this road off here, look. Got a Lindale Cafe on the corner. So you've got the old Foxhall on the left, they're really old buildings, aren't they? Like I say, it's the oldest part of Blackpool, Foxhall. And then on the right hand side you've got all the new properties. What do you think? So there's a lot going on around here at the moment. As you can see down there, that left hand side of the road used to be all hotels. Yeah, hotels, guest houses. Yeah. And they knocked them all down, didn't they? To build these new properties, what do you think? And if you look over the road, we've got the old job centre there, and they're looking to do something with that. What is it they're going to do? Are they going to turn it into flats? Because I've been on about this for the last few years doing my videos, talking about this job centre here and saying what a waste of a building we've got here. It's been empty. You know, I don't know how long it's been empty for, but it's bloody years. And it's a waste, isn't it? I don't blame the council, because it's not, the council don't really have anything to do with job centres. It's more of a government thing. I think it's the government that's responsible for that. But there, let me know what you think of these houses. What do you reckon? Looks a bit different, doesn't it now? And you know, this was empty for so long. It was empty for years. When I first did my videos in Blackpool, I filmed this area here and it was just a wasteland, because the contractor that was originally building the houses, or this phase, they went bust and they got left, and we wondered if they were ever going to finish them off. Well, they found another contractor, Tyson, and they did. So there you go. But anyway, we've got Saints and Sinners. They've got all the shutters down. I wanted to have a look. I wanted to have a nosy at their interesting items of clothing that they've got in there. Adult Superstore. Saints and Sinners. Let me know if you've been in Saints and Sinners. Let me know if you like some of that naughty stuff. I'll tell you what, this Seafresh chippy is pretty big. Look at the size of it. And they've got a cafe as well, of course. And I have mentioned quite a few times on the channel that this building on the left here, the Foxhall, is where the oldest building in Blackpool ever stood. Foxhall, it's a holiday home. I think it was 1675. They've got a blue plaque on the front, so it tells you about it on the blue plaque. It's now a Mark Ellis. You know, the original building, or at least part of it, did stand until about 1999. It was still part of that very first building, but no more. It's all gone. Oh, I can hear a lot of music coming from back over there. Yeah, so that's, I'll just show you back that way. You've got New Philly there, Blackpool's biggest sports bar, and next door you've got the Tommy Cutler's. Cheapest pint in the UK, 175. We're not too far from the Central Pier. I'll just show you, just to give you a bit of context. So I'm now up to the promenade. I just want to show you this blue plaque. Just a little bit. Can you see that? So that's the blue plaque there. So it's there. 1670 was when they built the house. Yeah, what do you think of that? It's amazing, isn't it? Could do with the new one actually. It's looking a bit worn out, that one. But we're back on the promenade again. And let's have a look this way. We're looking south towards the Pleasure Beach. Can you see the big one? How we're looking. Oh, I've got to show you this view over the road. Just wait till we get over the road. I want to show you Wales. It looks absolutely incredible. The fudge bus has gone. I thought we had the fudge bus there. The fudge bus was parked in front of the Waverley. I don't think the Waverley's been open. Licensed cafe serving food all day long. I can't believe what happened then. The video just cut off and it said the memory card was full. I can't believe it. I just filled up my memory card. I didn't realise I was out of memory. But yeah, I was just talking about the Waverley Cafe over there. Has anyone been in the Waverley? I haven't even seen it open before. But anyway, we're just getting up to the promenade. The RNLI are out tonight. They're training, so we'll get a look at them. And I want to show you this view over here. The view of Wales tonight is absolutely amazing. It's actually gone quite cloudy. It's been a nice day today, but it's just turned really cloudy in the last sort of hour or so. Oh my God, what's that over there? It looks like a big tree over there on the promenade. Look at this. Oh my goodness. What is that doing here? Look at this. Where did that come from? Did this get washed up? Oh my goodness. How did that end up here? Was it brought here? It looks like it's been in the sea though, doesn't it? What do you reckon? Well, did we have a storm while I was away? I think we did, didn't we? My goodness, look at that. Isn't it amazing what washes up in Blackpool? Wow, look at that. That is amazing. But is it as amazing as the view towards Wales? Let's go and have a look, shall we? Oh, well, look at this. Just look at this. Now, I know it's dead cloudy. But, you know, sometimes when it's dead cloudy, it doesn't mean it's not clear. I'm looking over there. Can you see over there towards Wales? I can see Snowdonia, the mountains of Snowdonia. Some people say that you can't see Snowdonia from Blackpool. Well, you can. That's it over there. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll zoom in for you. Check it out. Just look at this. These are the mountains of Snowdonia. Don't they look absolutely awesome? Just look at that. Now you can't actually see Snowdon itself because I believe it's blocked by, is it Carned Llewellyn? But just look at that, that's amazing. It's like as if you could just reach out and touch it, Wales. We're about a couple of hours drive away from there as well. Snowdonia. If I look this way, you can see again. Just look at that. That's probably looking towards Rhyl, yeah. Where that oil rig is there. I think that's Rhyl. And then you've got sort of Llandudno up that way. You might be able to see the Great Orme. I don't know. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing. What a view! Yeah, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. So we're a good 2 hours away from Snowdonia, but we're not too far away from the Lake District though. We're only just over an hour away from Windermere, so Blackpool, we're in a pretty decent spot here, really. We're not in a bad spot at all. On the doorstep of the Lake District, not quite Wales, but you know, you could probably get to Rhyl in an hour and a half. I don't know. something like that. So we're not too far away. Anyway, let's turn you around. We're just heading towards the central pier now. See some police up there. Wonder if it's kicking off. It can kick off sometimes on the pier. A lot of music. So this is how it looks in Blackpool on a Wednesday evening. Just going to do a time check. I think it's about 7:30. It's 20 to 8. Let's go and see what's open on the prom, shall we? Yeah, so just over there is the Foxhall. It was the Foxhall. That was the building that replaced that original building, Foxhall. Just over here we've got Prime Burger. Prime Burger's not open. You know, I was just thinking actually. I was just thinking about, you know, that 175 and the 180 pints that they do at the Hardwick. They're very cheap, aren't they? Now we are in the area of the £1 burger. It's only around the corner there. Is it possible to have a pound pint? A £1 pint? What do you reckon? Or is that a bit of a stretch to... Is it possible? Because they have the tax, don't they? Pints are taxed, beer is taxed, isn't it? You pay a lot of tax on beer. So I'm just wondering, is it even possible to have a £1 pint? Even if it was just for a limited time. You know, you could have your £1 pint, happy hour. I don't know. I think it might be a good idea though. That would get the people in, wouldn't it? So, is it possible? I don't know. You never know. If it's going to happen here in Blackpool. Another chippy there, food to go. AJ's double burgers. Gaieties isn't open, but it probably will be at the weekend. We've got the sticky toffee. Not sticky toffee, sticky chocolate should I say. Sticky chocolate. I think they've got an outlet in with them. Pat's 10p, bingo, come on. You know you want to. Oh, I can hear sirens. Oh, it's kicking off in Blackpool. We've got a couple of police vans coming down. Here they come. Look at this. Wow. Hey, I'll tell you what. They're travelling. I wonder where they're going. Turning right. They're both heading towards, looks like they're heading towards Central Drive possibly. Silcock's Fun Palace. So we're just coming up to the front of the Central Pier. You know, you always get a lot of people pulling on here, pulling across the tram tracks and parking up there in this headland, because they created that. You know, when they did the new sea wall, I'm going back 20 years now when they did all this, they made these headlands. It gave more space on the promenade, but you get a lot of people just. Well, there's police down there. Look, there seems to be. I don't know what's going on, but there just seems to be a bit of a police presence around here, and we've got some more officers up this way. So, but yeah, they made these headlands, including the one in front of the tower, because if you remember, in front of the tower before they did the new sea wall, it was just flat. Just flat. Another one there, look, the Ocean Basket. I've not seen that one open for a while. Didn't see it open last time, so I just wonder what's happened to that. I'm just going past the Central Pier now. I can hear Rick. All the police are getting into a car down here. What's that? Is that an unmarked car they're getting into there? Got a bouncy castle over here. Got a trampoline thing here. It's pretty calm at the moment. The seed pod things are standing up. But it's not bad. I mean, I came back to some half decent weather. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I came back to the rain in Manchester, but it wasn't too bad the next day. But when I went out to France, I left the sunny skies of Manchester, and it was absolutely tipping it down in France. And the weather wasn't really all that good. But yeah, you see it's like a little Peugeot. They all got into that Peugeot there. Let's have a little look over here, shall we? I'll just quickly show you behind. We've got the terrace bar here. Look at this, look, it's absolutely huge. And who remembers when they used to have the RNLI building, pretty much where I'm, well, somewhere around about here, maybe up there a bit. It was like a square building and it was tiled. You know, the cream tiles, it was one of them, and that was the RNLI building back then. Does anyone remember it? Because now they've got this new fancy one, haven't they, which is just up here. I'll just show you up there. That's the new one, just up there now. You might be able to see the Land Rover with the lights on. They're coming down, they're going to be, I think they're going to be bringing the craft in, so we'll just follow them. The Land Rover is going to go down and pick up the boat. So it's a training exercise. There's no emergency. But you never know, though, do you? I mean, there could be an emergency at the same time as when they're training. Well, you couldn't have a better time, really, could you? Because they're already out there, aren't they? So just over here we've got Pyramid Plaza. It's like a massive souvenir shop, and they've also got the fish and chip, another fish and chip restaurant on the corner. And just at the back of that, on the back street, round the back, is the number 13 Bonny Street, which used to be called the Pump and Truncheon, favoured by the police because it was just across from the police station. It's a dog-friendly pub as well. It's just round the back there, the number 13 Bonny Street. It's a nice pub, really, really nice pub actually. Funland. It's our favourite arcade in the olden days, Funland. Up this end of town anyway. It was probably the number one arcade for us at school. If you're at South Shore, it was probably the Lucky Star, because the Lucky Star was a good arcade. And they used to have quite unique games in arcade. You'd have to go to, if you wanted to play golf, you'd have to go to, I don't know, the Lucky Star, because they were the only ones that had it. Or if you wanted to play Space Harrier, then maybe you'd only get that in here. So it was like that. But now arcades are a little bit different, aren't they? As we watch the tram flying past. I don't really go in the arcades now. The only one that I really go in is the Coral Island. And I remember the Coral Island before Barry Noble bought it, and it was awful. It was not a good arcade at all. It's a lot better these days. And this one here used to be called Mr. B's, the Golden Mile. So it's not looking too bad in Blackpool, really. The weather isn't too bad as well. It's going to rain tonight. It's going to rain in the early hours, but for the rest of the week it's not looking too bad. There's a bit of sun. Temperatures back to normal compared to what they have been. We're having a massive dry spell. Now this junction here is interesting because you've got a lot of people turning right here, and you're not allowed to. In fact, there was one car the other day turned right down that side there onto the wrong side of the road. So they've had to paint this here, look, ahead only. Now you can be cheeky. If it's quiet, you could. I'm not saying you should, but I suppose if it's quiet, you can turn there. I don't want to encourage anybody, but but yeah, there have been a few incidents where people have just come along here and they've just heading north, and they've gone and turn, and there was one car turned down there the wrong way. So that was fun. Just going to head up to the comedy carpet. They're doing something up there. It's always busy around here. We've got all the rock and Blackpool rock and fudge and all that there. Another chippy there. Look, the prom chippy. It's not open though, is it? Unless it's, oh hang on, it might be connected to the one round the corner, I don't know. But anyway, let's head over here, shall we, and see what's going on the comedy carpet, if there is anything going on. You know what, I was just looking at that Land Rover there and it was right in the water. It was right in the water. Picking up that boat then. God, I'd have crap myself if I was in there. I mean, it is a 4x4 and they've got like proper tyres in it, off-road tyres on it, but they do have an amphibious vehicle which normally goes right into the water like that. I didn't think they'd take the Land Rover in that far, but they did. And as you can see, there's still another boat out there yet. So they're taking down all this here, you know, the windbreak. This windbreak here, they usually put it up just before the Christmas by the sea, and it looks like they're taking it all down, look. So they fenced it all off. Oh, look, and there's sirens again. It's a bit like being in New York, isn't it? All you ever hear is sirens. Let's have a look at the tower, shall we? Oh, it's an ambulance. It's alright, it's just an ambulance. Anyway, we're just here at the comedy carpet. If you want to be on TV, you can go on the comedy carpet, and you could be on the Blackpool live camera, which is just up there on the above Viva. The Blackpool live camera. So if you stood on here, you can get yourself on that. Yeah, the Viva cam is just up there on that corner bit, just up there, the Viva cam. So if you want to get on TV, just stand down here and look at the log on to it. I'll put a link in the description. See if you can see yourself on the live camera. We're just coming up to Wendy's. I did a video in there. No, there's loads of vehicles parked outside. Look at this here. Council, get some tickets. Get some parking tickets. Yeah, you do get quite a lot of people parking along here as well, because there's no curb, is there? So some people just think that they can park up. Right, I'm going to have to leave it there now, because I just got a call off Chris, £1 Burger Man, and they're doing letters tonight and he wants me to go over. I kind of forgot about it. I thought it was tomorrow night, but he's just called us. I'm not too far away, so I'm going to head over there and do that now. Going to go to Happy Days Amusements, where I was just before actually. I was kind of hanging around just in case it was tonight, because I wasn't sure. So I'm going to go and do that now, but that's it for this video. We took a little look around Blackpool, took a look around Foxhall. We checked out that place that does a 175 pint. How much lower can you go? Can you do a £1 pint? Well, I did say before, didn't I? If it does happen, it'll happen here in Blackpool. But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you like it. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.